So as you read these types that I have listed down, you will really feel that how easy it really is to practice all of this. It may seem so for sure, but I've definitely amalgamated all of those techniques which are easy for us to use, and as I said in my previous videos, in this century we need something on the go. Like everything, when everything is really on the go, so is even any kind of mental health exercises on the go as well. And that's when mindfulness helps the most, because definitely for a meditation, you'll have to sit down. You'll have to have a certain kind of a surrounding when you do so. But for a mindful meditation, you don't need to do that. But let me take you one by one towards each and every techniques that I have listed down. The types of mindfulness that we could do is the first one, mindful breathing. Yes, very, very simple space that mindfulness works in is your breathing process. We all talk in a particular rhythm. There's a breath that we follow, that there's a rhythm of our own breathing. How our mind is comfortable, uncomfortable. You will notice that the pace of your breathing is the first thing that changes. And hence, mindfulness is always about bringing that rhythm back to you, again back to you, and again back to you. I'm going to be sharing an audio of mine in which I'm going to be teaching how to do that breathing as well. But if I tell you very simply put, each and every time you have a situation where you're noticing that you're getting off track and your mind is no more mindful, what you do is you bring your attention to your breathing. You just notice the rhythm of your breathing. No rocket science to it, but just the way you're breathing and noticing the pace going higher or lower, and eventually regulating it to come back to the breathing space where you usually feel the most comfort at. That is your pace of breathing. So that's the first type. The second one being mindful walking. All of us walk all the time. Well, I'm sure you must be thinking, what is different mindful walking? How many of us do we really walk past a center, an institute, simple things around us, and we don't notice? I'm going to give you a task for the same. I would definitely request you, if you want to check what I'm saying right now, walk around in your own space, in your own surrounding, wherever you are. It could be a place of visit of yours every single day as well. Try and look around. You will find something new there. And that's a guarantee that I'm giving you, because all of these days you haven't been mindfully walking. You've been walking, but while talking on the phone. You've been walking thinking about a couple of the meetings that you have of the day. You've been walking thinking about a stress that you have. You've been walking maybe with anger. You've been walking for maybe achieving a fitness goal. But during any of this, are you really walking with mindfulness? Are you noticing what is around you? And what is most important, what is inside of you? When you're walking, how is it shifting your breathing? How is it shifting your hands, your legs, your stomach? What are those movements telling you? Do you really know that now your body is done from a workout, from a walk? No, we don't do it. We time ourselves. I have to do a 5,000 walks per day. I have to do 5,000 steps per day, and you're just going to go on with that. No, that's not how you do a mindful walk. Mindful walk could be just 1,000 steps, but trust me when I say this, and research has proven this, that those 1,000 walk is equivalent to many more steps because you're being mindful. I'll also add on to this, out of people who work out. When you're working out, if your attention is on that music, on how you're thinking about your entire day, how it will pan out, thinking about a stressor that you have. Now that's not how you work out. You work out with all your energies into that particular muscle that at that moment you're working out. So I'm extending mindful walking to mindful any form of physical activity. You're swimming, you're noticing how many laps are comfortable for you and easily doable. Not that I have to complete 30 laps and I will do 30 laps. Now that's being stubborn to your own body. You're not listening to your body needs. So go as per your body needs. And that's what mindful walking is all about. And so we'll convert it into mindful walking, extending it into all kind of physical activities. The third one being body scans. At least a couple of times in the day, I would definitely suggest you to use this method in which you're just scanning your body from top to bottom and trying to see if there's any discomfort anywhere. What you're doing is that you're paying attention to your bodily needs. After an entire day's work, if I'm doing a body scan, I notice if there is a stiffness because I was sitting on a chair the whole day working on the laptop. Suppose I traveled and I had a lot of travel. So I'm noticing that maybe my back is not feeling as comfortable as it usually would. So only a body scan can tell you. But generally our thought process says, "Kyo, the day was tough, I'm feeling tired." But where are you really feeling tired? And what is happening to your body? Are you asking your body? I know this question might sound very strange to you, but are you asking your body? I'm going to also tell you, extend this and tell you one more thing. Whenever you have an ache, a pain, a discomfort, ask your body. And your body will exactly tell you whether this pain is emotional, mental, or actually only physical. We generally term it's physical only. But your pain has a lot more things to tell you. But mindfulness can definitely take you there with body scan technique. And the final one being mindful yoga. I'm sure many of you do yoga, but how many of you do mindful yoga? The entire art of yoga is based upon the how are you holding on to an asana for a little longer time. The only reason is because do not lose the rhythm of your breathing, which means keep breathing in and keep breathing out while changing any asana that you are changing. You're focusing your attention to your body again and again that feel comfortable to shift to another asana. Don't do it because you have to do it. When you do Surya Namaskar, you don't finish 108 because that's the ideal one to do it. But you do as much as your body allows you to with a pace which is slower so that the rhythm of your breathing is not spoilt. So that's the fifth one that actually is very powerful to be used. And I'm going to definitely suggest try and feel each and every type that I just mentioned. Try and see how it's impacting and how it's changing the way you've been doing everything in your life. The final one which I'll talk about is mindful eating. We do it all the time, but what is mindful eating all about? I guarantee one thing, that after a couple of bites that you have of your lunch, dinner, breakfast, or any snack, you don't know the taste, the flavor, the texture, how you are enjoying or not enjoying that particular taste. You will only know if from the start till the end you're being mindful. There's no phone distracting, there's no conversation distracting, but that time with yourself where you're only focusing on eating, you will never be full, never be under eaten as well, because you exactly know how much your body needs and you're going to give your body that much.